Recognize the member from Prince Albert, Northcote.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I welcome the opportunity to participate in this debate today, and I support the motion on the floor. I also thank the Historical Legislative Assembly of 1916 for giving women the right to vote on this day. Mr. Speaker, since the Sask Party was given our mandate to govern this province, we have delivered 5 consecutive budgets and soon will be delivering our 6th. Mr. Speaker, under the NDP, we were called the place to be from. Now, we are called Saskatchewan, the place to be. Our province is now viewed from all parts of Canada, and indeed the world, as a leader in economic development and good governance. Mr. Speaker, as I discuss this motion, I will share with this Assembly a true story of one family from Saskatchewan. In the late 80s, this family had a mom, a dad, and 3 children. That mom, Mr. Speaker, is me. I went to university at our esteemed U of S, and I achieved an honors degree in psychology. This degree has been a great asset and has assisted me in many aspects of my life and career. I continued my education and graduated with a Bachelor of Science degree in nutrition, which was followed by a year of internship so that I could be granted the status of registered dietitian. That was so exciting for me. It was very exciting for my family. Together, we set a goal, a big goal, and we achieved it. Mr. Speaker, in just a minute, you will see how this story relates to this debate. Those that attend post-secondary school while raising a family will understand how important it is to have support of your family. And I'd like to take this time to sincerely thank my husband and our 3 children for their unwavering support and help. As I was saying, graduation was a very exciting time, one of hope for the future and the anticipation of working in my chosen field. Well, Mr. Speaker, that excitement was short-lived. My hope for a brighter future right here in Saskatchewan was dashed when I realized what I had done. I had graduated at the very same time that the NDP took power in this province. You see, Mr. Speaker, that meant there were no jobs for dietitians. Here I was, a wife and a mom with student loans and no job, a registered dietitian ready to help lead healthier lives, yet no dietitian positions. In fact, I was told over and over again, sorry, we're downsizing. I watched many of my fellow graduates leave this province so they could get a job in their chosen field. I really didn't blame my friends or colleagues. After all, it was the NDP that said it was perfectly all right for people to leave our province. In the backward thinking of the NDP, there would be more for those left behind. Mr. Speaker, you can well imagine my dismay at not being able to find a job in my chosen field. Having no jobs for dietitians was a slap in the face for me and a very hard lesson in just how backward the policies of the NDP really are. They say health care is important to them. They say healthy people are important to them. The reality of the difference between what the NDP say and what they do was forced upon me. Did the NDP have a graduate retention program? No. Did my student loans come due? Yes. I took a job outside my chosen field. You can laugh, but there were people without jobs. So I took a job outside of my chosen field and contributed in some small way to the well-being of my family. Mr. Speaker, let's fast forward a few more years to the late 90s. Our children have graduated, and guess what? The NDP are still in power. And true to their word, the NDP made Saskatchewan a very unfriendly place for business to me. And true to the NDP way, there were no jobs for our children, no jobs for the children of my friends and family. You see, Mr. Speaker, the NDP can say it is just fine to be a wee province, but that is backward thinking. Let's fast forward again to another time in Saskatchewan's history and the history of this family, my family, and so many families just like us. It is now early 2007, and there is a dynamic young leader and a caring, determined team of women and men ready to change the history of Saskatchewan. This dynamic young leader, who is now the Premier of this province, helped all of us to see the promise of Saskatchewan. I must say that my timing was spot on. I graduated with an MBA at that time. That fall, the fall of 2007, the people of this province mandated that the Saskatchewan Party should govern and lead this province into the future. Fast forward once again, and we arrive at today. Many families have reunited. Young people are staying in the province to live, to work, and to raise a family. Newcomers are making their home here, and more of our First Peoples are working or going to school to be trained in the skilled labor this province needs. Mr. Speaker, all of this adds up to the highest population Saskatchewan has ever seen. Our Saskatchewan Party government set a goal and achieved it. Now, Saskatchewan is a business-friendly place, and that is a good thing. Businesses create jobs, jobs that provide an income that pays the bills and provides for our families, an income that supports a better future for our children's grandchildren, an income that generates caring and support for those that need a helping hand up. Because of good governance that our Premier and my colleagues on this side of the House attribute to listening to the people of this province and then implementing policies that make sense, we now have a AAA rating from Standard & Poor's. Think about it. At a time when the rest of the world, and indeed many parts of Canada, are having a challenging time with their economies, we have an economy that is the envy of this nation. We have a balanced budget, we have record low unemployment, we have economic growth. Mr. Speaker, it takes hard work, whether it is through education or employment, or both. It takes hard work to get ahead and move forward. That family from the 90s knows what that's like. I know what it feels like. When I talk to people, I understand their struggles, and I share in their excitement of accomplishment. Mr. Speaker, to have a government in place that supports your efforts to have a better quality of life, and that has policies in place to promote accomplishments, is 1,086,564 times better than having a tired old NDP that promotes mediocrity and fear. Our government sets big goals with achievable targets. Those goals and targets are found in the Saskatchewan Plan for Growth, Vision 2020 and beyond. Mr. Speaker, people want an open and transparent government, one that is accountable. This plan for growth and our vision is readily available. Mr. Speaker, please tell the people of our province that their voice and ideas created the Saskatchewan Plan for Growth. This is a plan for economic growth that builds on the strength of Saskatchewan's people, resources, and innovation to sustain Saskatchewan's place among Canada's economic leaders. An expanding economy is the foundation for a growing and prosperous province. The purpose of growth is to build a better quality of life for all Saskatchewan residents. Mr. Speaker, please tell the people of Prince Albert Northcote that they will see themselves and their goals reflected as well. From building the workforce in many ways, such as working with First Nations and Métis organizations, to adding 300 more apprenticeship spaces, from innovation in nuclear medicine that extended the lives of millions of cancer patients, to research in food security and agriculture. From the Saskatchewan Advantage Scholarship to the Saskatchewan Graduate Retention Program. From supporting Habitat for Humanity housing for those of moderate means to improving the Senior Income Supplement Program. We see a balanced approach, Mr. Speaker, an approach that keeps both our economy and social conscience strong. Saskatchewan is a province rich in resources with a growing population and a growing economy. We are truly blessed as a people and a province. The Saskatchewan Plan for Growth is a roadmap to sustain the growth we enjoy today and ensure we continue realizing our full promise as a province moving forward.
David's time has elapsed.